You know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Well, unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that.
12 minutes.
Also, on 7/28, you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at like 6:32.
That was it. Okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before, and
Come on now, dog.
he overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So like, I still made it though.
Literally like 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
I already told you.
You that day off work, though.
But y'all, that's my birthday though. I'm not.
Birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Welcome back to Kingston Reviews. Derek here. Thank you guys for tuning into another video. I really like to thank all the recent commenters and all the recent subscribers. In fact, we're up over 50, 60 subscribers in the last couple days. I'm really wanting to get to my goal here in the next month or two of 500 subscribers. And I just need a few more of you guys to go ahead and do that. And I really appreciate it. Okay, so today's video is about Tatiana. This is a young lady that posted a video on TikTok. And I think she was kind of posting it to put her company on blast, showing that she just got fired for being just a few minutes late to work. But it shows just how detached she is from reality. And I kind of thought it would be a good idea for us to talk about this video. So before we get into the video, I will give you guys a little bit of my background. I actually used to be in the corporate world as a regional vice president for a large facility service company. And I have a great story that I'll be posting later about it once we hit our subscriber goal. So if you guys like content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.
Okay, can you, I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, hi Tatiana, this is Shelly from HR.
From HR, okay. No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
We had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness.
Okay.
You know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12. We
Wow.
had a discussion about.
So before I get into really talking about what she's done so far, I'd like to say that I'm from an older generation, and I'm also Jamaican. And if you guys are familiar with the old In Living Color skit, I'll play a little bit right here.
Hey man, with the hardest working West Indian family, the Henleys. Don't yell at me, woman. I drop my uniform wherever I want. I quit 15 jobs. I don't have time for your foolishness. When I come home, I'm tired, damn it.
Listen, you think you don't only want to work hard? I got 9 jobs myself, you know. Because I have to do all the cooking and the cleaning and the washing around here, not to mention the welding.
Well, combined, that's only 12 jobs, lazy woman.
Then you know that working is super important to Jamaicans. In fact, when I was a kid, my dad would take me to work from the time that I could remember, 6, 7, 8 years old. I would work with him, especially in the summer times, from sun up till sundown, from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night, work 5, 6, 7 days a week, every single week. We prioritized our work. We found our value in our work. So I want to recognize that I'm coming from a different perspective, and I want to be as respectful to Miss Tatiana as I possibly can. But with all due respect, I can just say, just by the way she's already talking to our HR manager, I can tell she does not have respect for her job. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that a little later as to why that is important, why you should have respect for your job, respect for what you do. A lot of people come with a perspective that, hey, I'm just working for someone, it's just a job, it's just a paycheck. And I definitely understand that, especially today where companies really don't respect their employees most of the time. However, what's more important is how you think about yourself when you go to work. And if you have that same value system, you can take that to another job. Or if you decide to have your own business, you can take that to your business. You're not just going to have this negative attitude and then decide one day you'll start your business or one day you'll work for someone else and have a great attitude. So just out the gate, I want to say that she started off with a terrible attitude, and this is super common within her generation. And like I said, I want to be respectful to her on that, but this is just absolutely crazy behavior. Just the way that she's talking to her out the gate is very disrespectful. Not something that you would have seen 20, 30 years ago, relatively speaking. To make another point about the HR lady. So a little known fact about HR is most employees think that HR is there to protect the employee. That's what they tell you in the beginning of your interview, in the beginning of your hiring process. But HR is a department designed to protect the company. So what the HR lady is doing during this entire call, if you haven't noticed, is she's having the employee verify what happens. And it almost seems as if she cares one way or the other, but in actuality, she actually doesn't care. What she's doing is she's verifying with the employee that she was told about her schedule, that she knows that she was late, that there wasn't a mistake. So this way, in the future, if this employee comes back and says, hey, I was never told, I'm going to try to file a claim or lawsuit, this information is being recorded. HR is not her friend, and she doesn't even realize that this lady that's calling, she is an expert at getting you to admit your fault in the process. She's an expert at doing that. That's what HR does.
About that,
12 minutes.
Yeah, but you know they're waiting on you to be there, be clocked in and ready to work.
Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also on 7/28 you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
So in my previous life, I was actually a regional vice president for a very large facility service company, and I probably managed anywhere between 400 to 500 people under my management in 5 different states. So I've hired and unfortunately released many people. I've probably hired the better part of 500 to 1,000 people over my full career. And I can tell you that I've seen this attitude many times. And I want to tell you why it's really a wrong mindset of, oh, I'm only 12 minutes late. Oh, I'm only 21 minutes late. So first of all, I think from Tatiana's perspective, I believe she thinks it doesn't matter because the company, you know, it's just a company, they have money, it doesn't matter. However, a lot of times what I used to tell my employees and motivate them to come to work was, don't look at it that way. Because yes, the company has money. Yes, the company has resources. They're in the business of doing whatever it is that they do, and they'll be just fine. But when you come in late to work, you actually affect your coworker. So it's more disrespectful to your coworker than it is to your employer. And so if your employee, if you have a first shift job, you come in at 6 a.m., your third shift is waiting for you to come to leave, and now they're going to be late to wherever they need to go, is where I'm coming from. Or if it's a first shift job and there wasn't a third shift, they're literally waiting on you and they're having to do more work until you get there to do your work. And it's also not fair to your coworkers that you're coming in late and they're coming in on time. And I know this seems like pretty straightforward and simple, but I think the mindset that's been created by media and by music and by the culture is that you're screwing the company over. The reality is that if they're in business, they're very much aware of the type of individual they're going to work with, the type of call outs they're going to have, and they have plans and strategies around that, and they're always going to survive that. You not showing up to work on time is not going to do anything to them. They're going to be just fine. But let's go ahead and get back with the video.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work though. Why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion, remember, about...
And that was the day that I let all right, keep going.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at like 6:32.
That was okay. So I let my cousin use my car the night before, and he overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So like, I still made it though.
So I wanted to play a video from Don Pena. I think he really gets excited about this particular subject, but let's take a look at that.
Nobody don't you understand? Nobody cares about all the trials and tribulations of your weak lives.
So after seeing that video, you can see he's super excited. And I don't think that it should be to that extent. I think companies should definitely respect their employees, respect how they feel. I do in my company. We have a small business. I own my own small facility services company, which I'll share more about that later with you guys in future videos. However, I respect my employees. That's one of the things that made me really successful at my job was that I took care of all the people that worked for me and with me. I can't do it by myself, was the thing that I repeated most frequently when talking to employees. So you do need to respect your employees, and their lives do matter. Their family comes first, is what I always said. However, nobody really cares if it's your birthday. Okay, you've got to prioritize things in your life. Everybody else in the office, everybody else in the building has a birthday, and for her to be so selfish to think that her birthday is so important that she just doesn't have to work, this is something that's going to affect her for the rest of her life. She's never going to really be able to build anything if every time she turns around it's her birthday, it's her son's birthday, it's Christmas. I worked many Christmases, many holidays, many birthdays, many weekends, and you have to earn your way to that. And even if you never do, you do have to have an appreciation for the fact that you do have employment. And if you don't want to work for anyone, I think that's fantastic. Go out there and get your own business. But guess what? You're going to work on your birthday, okay? So just out the gate, I just wanted to say that you do need to respect your employees. It's important to have that respect. But at the end of the day, no one really cares about your personal problems. Your cousin took your car keys. It's your birthday. Nobody cares.
Literally like 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. Like, I already
You
told
didn't
you.
request that day off work, though.
But y'all know, that's my birthday. I'm not.
Birthday.
No, that's fine. All right. Okay.
Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Okay, so her comment about y'all too grown for me, I think this is actually a lot deeper than just the comment itself. What she's saying is basically she doesn't want to have to deal with adult problems, adult life, and there's so many people in this position. And I've grown to understand that everyone's not going to want to live the way that I live, the way that you live. I think everyone should live the life that they want. However, you can't turn around 5 years from now, 10 years from now and say, well, why don't I have anything? Why don't I have it? It's because of X. It's because of Y. Well, it's going to be because of your attitude. She has an attitude of a very immature attitude, one where she doesn't want to do grown-up things. And this is definitely going to affect her for the rest of her life. I hope someone in her family, someone close to her, reaches out to her and counsels her and lets her know that, hey, this is not how you want to live your life. I'm not talking about the employee-employer relationship. I'm talking about living a virtuous life, like living with some sort of code of ethics. And the mindset that she has that y'all too grown for me is actually, like I said, deeper than what you guys are thinking. She's actually saying that she doesn't want to live a mature life. She doesn't want to be restricted by responsibilities. But here's the problem. Those responsibilities are coming for you no matter what, whether you're working for this company or another. And I've seen it so many times. 10 years later, 20 years later, I'll meet this same young lady and she will be angry at the world and she will have to blame everybody for why she's in the position she's in. And it's going to be her fault in that situation. So let's go ahead and end the video here. So thank you guys for hanging in there to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. I wanted to give a big shout out once again to all the new subscribers and the people that comment on the videos. This is a conversation. Definitely want you guys to comment to the videos. If I reach my subscriber goal in the next 30, 60 days, I will be telling you guys a story about my position as a regional vice president for a large company, about some of the corporate slime balls that work there. There's some people that are stories about people that they knew were SA offenders and they kept them in high positions. This is going to be a really great story, but please subscribe to the channel if you guys want to hear about it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.